Good morning, everyone. I've got lots of notes on my pad, so I thought it was time for us to do an update. And before we start, I wanted to refer you back to a video that I had recorded back in November 2020, which was entitled Predictions, USA, Elon Musk, and I think it says some other things in the title as well. And in that video, I said that Elon Musk is working with President Trump and is likely to run or manage a new social network, possibly Facebook, but it will be rebranded and reformatted, and there will be no more censorship or misinformation. So obviously we're just starting to see that now with the buying out of Twitter by Elon. And I wanted to just update you on some of the information I've been getting for some weeks about Elon Musk, regarding everything that he's doing in the world and looking at whether he's a white hat or a black hat and what his strategy is, and just having a really thorough look at Elon Musk today and some other things going on in the world as well. So first of all, the thing that was coming into my mind was, how does Elon Musk produce so many new products so quickly? So if you think about when Steve Jobs was the front man for Apple, he used to, take about a year for each new product. So we would queue up for our new iPhone each Christmas. And, it would take that whole year for them to come up with the innovation and then to manufacture that behind the scenes so that they could get that to market. So I know that technology has moved on a lot since then, but even so, if Elon Musk is sort of making a spaceship on Monday and a Tesla car on Tuesday and a quantum phone on Wednesday, and solar energy on Thursday, etc., that's an awful lot of infrastructure that needs to be available in order for him to manufacture all those new products. So I wanted to look around all of that and find out, was Elon Musk and Tesla and SpaceX the only components to his strategy, or did he have some sort of support from somewhere else? So I'm going to go through what I've been speaking to them about recently. These notes go back about 3 weeks, and everything's happening very fast at the moment with Elon Musk. So that some of this stuff has already occurred, obviously, but the notes and channeling were taken down before those events rapidly occurred. So firstly, I wanted to know, is Elon Musk a white hat or a black hat? And they told me that he does play both sides, but he does this in order to strategically move forward with his plan. And I said, his plan? And they said that Elon Musk has a great plan for humanity and has technological information and designs that can serve the greater good. So going back to my corporate and strategic business days, we used to have a tool in our strategic toolbox called a SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And it's a way of looking at the corporate environment around you, i.e. looking at what other businesses are doing and what threats are potentially out there in terms of how you run your business. So when they say that Musk plays both sides, what I feel this means in this context is that he works with the SWOT analysis and different types of corporate and strategic analysis to find out what competitors are doing, which is what you need to do in business. You need to be on top of, obviously, what everyone else is developing so that you can stay one step ahead. So my feeling about Musk is that when people think he's playing both sides, I think that's more about knowing your enemy. The next thing that started to come through to me was, Elon Musk seems to have a very powerful position right now. It's becoming more and more obvious to me, and I've I've known this for some time anyway. So I wanted to know, is Elon Musk leading the white hats? And they said that Elon Musk is not leading the white hats, but he is working with them to bring forward technological revolution and evolution. So I then slightly repositioned the question and I asked, is Elon Musk an ambassador for the white hats? And they said no, because Elon Musk is above that level. He is not their leader, but he is on an even par with the white hats leader. So that was very interesting. He's not an actual leader of the white hats, but his level of authority is on an equal par with the white hat leader, whoever that might be. So that was very interesting. Shows he has a lot of power. So then I asked, is Elon Musk the face or the front man for the military? Because again, I'm thinking, all these technologies that he's bringing out so rapidly, he needs something behind that in the back office. He needs a manufacturing backup, a distribution backup. And they said that Elon Musk is working with the military to bring out technology that has been hidden from humanity for hundreds and thousands of years. And I said, what technology is that? And they said new forms of healing through frequency, vibration and sound, new transport, which will be cheaper, cleaner, faster and safer, and new communication systems, which will be secure and encrypted for the people. And I said, is social media, is it included in any of these new communications? And they said that he wasn't interested in social media platforms initially, but now he's seeing how freedoms of speech are being curtailed, and he has joined forces with other super tech individuals to devise a plan to bring free speech platforms back to the people. And I asked who some of these super tech individuals might be that he's working with, and I was told Julian Assange, Edward Snowden, and other military intelligence. And I said to them, so what is Elon Musk's intentions around Twitter? And they said that Musk will reinvent a new social media platform which will outrun Twitter over time. So whether that means he's going to set up a second platform that will work against Twitter, or whether he will rebrand Twitter and, upgrade it, that we'll have to see how that unfolds. I asked, is Musk working with white hat or black hat military? And they said both. They said he likes to strategically know all angles of the project, like doing the SWOT analysis that I referred to before, so that he can make a plan. I said, what would a SWOT analysis for Musk look like? So under strengths, they said that he has a large following, he has good leadership, he's innovative, and he's a humanitarian. Under weaknesses, then potentially it's the money for the bigger projects that might be a weakness for him going forward. Under opportunity, he's in an expanding market. And under threats, he might be seen as a monopoly. So that's how a SWOT analysis is worked out. You look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats surrounding your business. That was obviously just a very basic SWOT, but if you were doing it for corporate business, you would fill that in a lot more detail. And that's why you need to work with, but you need to know everything that's going on in your environment, whether that's the good guys or the bad guys. I asked if Elon Musk is going to be part of Truth Social, and they said no. They said that Elon Musk will work separately to the Truth Social app, but will be part of the Truth Social movement. And I asked, Truth Social movement, what's the Truth Social movement? And they've been kind of showing me for some time this vision of like a circle of pieces, like apps and different types of media and different types of groups, and they're all like white hats and truthers. They're all working for the truth, and they've been showing them moving together, as like moving forward together, coming in. And recently I was told that all of those pieces together will create something called the Truth Social Movement, and that's already now in, that's in full swing. And so we're now starting to see the repercussions of that with the takeover of Twitter. And I would say about a year ago, I said that people had already infiltrated and gone into the mainstream media and were already working out a plan for this to happen. So all those pieces, whether that be mainstream media white hats, the alternative media, the new apps that are now becoming available, all of that together creates the movement called Truth Social. So I wanted to know, is Elon Musk part of that? And again, they were saying that the Truth Social Movement is all of the white hat media, which is currently being restructured or developed and is forming a movement. The Truth Social Movement is what it's called. And as people move to new platforms which are uncensored, then a movement of truth will prevail for the people. So they said again, this is a movement, and they said in capital letters, the Truth Social Movement. And they said that Truth Social, as in the app, is an umbrella term. So I asked, is MXM, which is the app that's been set up by Donald Trump Jr., is that part of the Truth Social Movement? And they said yes. I said Rumble, and they said yes. I said obviously the Truth Social app. They said yes. They said I asked them about Fox News, and they said not yet, but it's in transition. And CNN, they said not yet, but it will be rebranded and repositioned to join the Truth Social Movement in the future. So as I said, I saw the military white hats moving into the media organizations a good 12 months ago, probably longer. And they're saying to me that the white hats and military have been restructuring the face of all media from the inside out, actually for many years in some cases, on a strategic level. And they gave me the example of Netflix. I said, will the Truth Social umbrella term, will it create a comprehensive media for we the people? And they said yes. They said the strategy has been to come at it from all angles, creating not just new platforms like Telegram, but to restructure existing media from within. They said the white hats have been positioned for some time to do the groundwork. I asked, are all the technologies being brought forward by Elon Musk from the military? So that's not to say the things that he's already created, like Tesla and SpaceX, but the things that are coming forward perhaps in the future or right now, are they being brought forward from the military? And they said yes. Elon Musk is the front man, so these hidden technologies can be brought in free of politics. Elon Musk is apolitical and only wants to serve humanity. They also started to explain to me that Starlink, which we're kind of been talking about a lot in our previous interviews, me and Nick Benny-Armin, we've been talking about how all the countries have to sign into Starlink in order for us to move forward with lots of different things going on at the moment in terms of financial restructuring and some other things going on like banking, education, internet. And I started to feel like Starlink was, again, another umbrella term. So even though there is an internet called Starlink, I was starting to feel like Starlink was a term like Truth Social Movement. So I said, is Starlink, is it just the internet concept which we have in our home or office? And they said no. Starlink is the umbrella term for all technology linking together in the future to create a worldwide network of digital communications for money, health, transport, education, security. And I said, security? And they said, Starlink will allow borders to be opened with free flow of movement by the people. They said the world was not invented with postcodes or borders, and Starlink is a concept to bring peace to the world through connectivity. And I said, connectivity? And they said the Starlink integrated system of communications, transport, banking, education, and power will bring everyone together. It is a system designed for humanity. And I said, so how important is Elon Musk to this white hat military strategy? And they said, Elon Musk has been and will continue to be a key player for the military white hat team. I asked them, did Elon Musk ever intend to work with the black hats to go against or control humanity as part of the New World Order? And they said no. Musk finds the whole idea of the New World Order plan abhorrent beyond words. It physically sickens him that humanity could become enslaved by such an abhorrent system of control. Elon Musk is a humanitarian. He wants the world to be bright, not just for his kids, but for everyone's children, now and in the future, which is also why part of one of his projects that he's involved in is called Adastra. So the new education system for children, which he's developed called Adastra, is where children learn through their natural aptitude and not like an enforced doctrine. So I understand that this education system already runs for SpaceX employees, and I'm not sure if this is an education system which they are setting up to run universally, to be available worldwide. I said, will it be openly revealed in the future that Elon Musk has been the front man for the military? And they said no. They said that Elon Musk is in fact a genius in his own right, but these multiple projects he's leading or introducing do need a big setup and infrastructure, and the military are providing the production stroke strategic infrastructure behind the scenes. I said, is Elon Musk valued highly by the white hat military? And they said that the alliance works side by side with Elon Musk, and in some respects, Elon Musk has the final say and is respected. I said, is Elon Musk involved with off-worlders? And they said yes. Elon Musk works with technology and intelligence from higher dimensions and galaxies, and the military support him. I asked if Elon Musk was involved in terraforming, and they said no. Elon Musk believes in keeping things in line with nature and not interfering with Earth's natural ebbs and flows from the level of the weather. I asked if Elon Musk was behind the 17th letter of the alphabet, and they said no, that the 17th letter of the alphabet was a psyop to awaken the people to create the impetus to the Truth Social Movement. I asked, is Musk working with Trump? And this was interesting because they said no, not at the moment. They're saying something quite strange that I haven't seen before. They're saying that Trump is no longer the front man for the people's movement. And I said, front man? They said that Trump was only the catalyst to get this movement started for the people, And now other members of the Trump family are being moved into strategic positions in order to take the plan forward after the midterms in 2022 and 2024. And I said, is this what is meant by the ending won't be for everyone? And they said that the ending will see a new political setup devolve to the people, and no one leader or group will enslave or control the people. The people have to be in their sovereignty to navigate the new world ahead of us. I wanted to know if, based on what Elon Musk had discovered about the black hats, was he trying to take some form of revenge? They said no. Elon Musk is trying to restore balance in a world where the narrative has become very skewed towards a dark agenda of control and censorship, restricting freedom. He abhors restrictions such as these and is dedicated in his path to providing humanity with a broad spectrum of technological idealist ideas to free people and to allow free speech and movement. I asked if Elon Musk was part of the 17th letter of the alphabet team, and they said no. He is above their level of clearance. They would essentially report to him, which was very interesting. So the team behind the 17th letter of the alphabet would report to Musk. And they would be doing that whether that was directly or indirectly, they said. I then started to look again around, President Trump, and is he the leader of the White Hats? Because over here they were saying that he was not the front man for the, what was it they said? That he was only the catalyst to get the movement of the truth social movement running, the people's movement running. He was the front man for the people's movement to get it running. So I wanted to know and check, is President Trump the leader of the White Hats at the moment? Finally, they said no. They said that position has recently been filled by a woman. And I asked, is it Melania Trump? And it was denied. And so I just wanted to check, is Melania Trump known by any other names within the White Hat hierarchy and beyond? And they said no, she is known as Melania Trump. So when they deny something, it doesn't mean they're saying no. It means that they can't answer at this particular time because it might be sensitive. So then I wanted to know, what is Elon Musk's strategy with regard to social media in general? And they said he will develop a new integrated network accessible through the quantum phones and technologies. So that will be like the laptops, etc. And it will be encrypted end to end, and it will be unhackable, and it will be free of censorship. And I said, is there an element of secrecy around all this venture? And they said yes and no. They said the secrecy was more in the past while they were developing the plan strategically. The plan was to show the people how biased the social media platforms have been and how they have been controlling the narrative with a dark agenda. And this is now known by the masses. So the already developed platforms can now be launched. So because this is now known by the masses, then the already developed platforms can now be launched, and these will upgrade what is already available. So for example, Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. So I said, are the new platforms integrated, and in what way? And they said they are designed for quantum technologies and will form part of the true social movement, the movement for the people towards autonomy and sovereignty and free speech. I said, how powerful is Elon Musk with the white hats and the black hats? And they said that Elon Musk's word is sought by the white hats, and that the black cats have no leverage with Musk, and they have been aware of this for many years. And I said, how many years? And they said 10 years minimum. I said, is Musk going to buy out Amazon or Facebook? And they said no. They said all his products will replace the use of the above eventually through consumer choice. They said that consumers will naturally migrate to his fairer systems. Then I went back to ask them again about the Adastra, which actually means to the stars. And this is the education system that Musk and a company called Synthesis have put together. It's an education platform. And I said, how will this school template influence the masses? And they said this template of allowing children to develop their natural aptitude over that of a prescribed doctrine will once again become part of the quantum education system, and the masses will choose to migrate to this freer system of education for their children. And they said that this school that's currently running is available for SpaceX children and his kids. And so I asked, when will it reach the masses? And they said that this concept stroke platform will be launched with the quantum package over the next 10 to 15 years. And I said, what is the quantum package? And they said the quantum package is a combination of space, internet, social media, health, phones, sustainable housing, smart cities, and healing technology like Tesla. Then I recently heard that Elon is putting together an underground city in New York. So I said, the underground city in New York that Elon Musk is involved in, is it for disclosure or to show how tunnels will be repurposed? And they said both. They said Musk will repurpose spaces underground, i.e. tunnels, to make super fast highways and travel systems. And they said that maglev, which stands for magnetic levitation, will be used. And this is in action in some parts of the world already, but is top secret. They said a maglev network of trains, cars, and transport is running from each continent already. They said that CERN has been a hub of activity around the development of this technology. A super fast highway also exists between the Arctic and Antarctic to transport high-risk people, prisoners, and people of interest. I then asked about the Neuralink project. I wanted to know, is that project for control or for freedom? And they said neither. It's a medical advancement to aid in paralysis recovery. So Elon Musk is also involved in a smart city development in Africa. And my understanding is it's going to be a smart city which is going to house all of Musk's technological innovations. And they said yes and no, that is the case, but it will mostly be a showcase. It will mostly be to showcase sustainable living under a dome permaculture where everything will be grown organically. Transport will be fast, non-polluting and safe. The city will be powered by solar, and the trains will run on magnetic levitation or maglev or similar. And this city is currently under construction. So this is a smart city that Musk is currently putting together in Africa. I said, will it be above or below ground? Because I've heard, obviously they talked about a dome So I'm assuming it's going to be above ground, but they actually said it will be both. They said some of the technology to harness obviously the sun and solar will be above ground, and the magnetic energy, which will also be used for propulsion, will be used underground for the transport systems. And I said, does Elon Musk want to introduce free energy like Tesla? And they said, yes, he does. But he also wants to introduce more solar energy models and vibrational or magnetic models of free energy also. And they then said that this is all in the pipeline. I then asked about the Pi phones. I said, are the Pi phones near to being available to the masses? And they said, yes, over the next 2 to 5 years, quantum phones will be available worldwide, and they will be powered by solar. I said, could Tesla Energy help with HeartMath? HeartMath is the energetic field that's generated by your heart. And they said, yes, Tesla's energies are compatible with the magnetic field around the heart, helping it to align and expand, which allows for a natural expansion of consciousness. I wanted to ask why Musk set up Starlink in the Ukraine. And they said that in reality, it was already set up beforehand, as the Ukraine is all part of the strategic plan by the White Hats and the Alliance to Clean House. They said the Starlink system is able to track those people who might be trying to escape digitally, like the bad players can be monitored online and on a digital basis. So the Starlink story is not really about supporting one country against another, but it's more to help track and remove bad players or assets. I said, what is a Q phone? Is it the same as a Pi phone? The Pi phone is the name of the one that Musk is currently putting together. And they said they are both quantum phones, but they're just different brands with different capabilities. And I just wanted to ask them again about the Starlink system. I said, when you speak to me about Starlink, are you using it as a blanket term for quantum connectivity? And they said yes. And I said, can you explain? They said that Starlink has been an umbrella term to encompass connectivity between all modes of quantum tech, including phones, internet, laptops, servers, and space tech. And finally, I had a channeling where they wanted to speak to us. And so I'll let you know what they said. They said, dearest beings of light, a great change is now being witnessed as people step into their sovereignty and speak their truth. New media is now working with you and for you to help humanity rise up and over the tyranny of the censorship and oppression that has formerly been instigated by the dark controllers, the controllers of the Matrix. This platform of control is rapidly falling apart as major new players step forward in a synchronized plan of bringing in the new world. Beings of light, this is your time. Keep speaking your truth. And this was a channeling from Sanat Kumara. I hope you've enjoyed this information today, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.